We visited the FFA garden, we checked out an orphans game, and we got an update on the middle school project. All coming up today on Laker Nation. Hello, and welcome to Laker Nation. I'm your host, Shelby Kocher. We have a lot going on this episode, so let's get started. First, we head out to the FFA greenhouse where Madison Woolhouse is catching up with a few FFA members.
Hi, I'm Madison Woolhouse, and I'm back here in the egg department with Katie. So, what kind of activities are taking place this summer within FFA?
This summer we have summer program going on in the garden, and what we do there is that we pull weeds. We planted during the school year and in the beginning of the summer. So we pull weeds and then harvest all the crops out of there, and we do CSAs. People around the community buy a share or a half share, and we put fresh vegetables in there, and they just get it weekly every Wednesdays, and whatever's growing, we put it in there.
So, what made you interested in joining FFA?
When I was a freshman, I came into the school and I saw a bunch of kids being involved in FFA. And it looked like they were having a blast, and it's just something bigger than yourself that you're involved in, and it just teaches you more about like leadership skills and becoming new friends with people that you didn't think you were going to be friends with.
What kinds of things have you learned so far being a part of FFA?
You learn a lot in FFA. They have a lot of career development events, so you can learn anything from leadership skills to animals, and you can learn about food science and technology. So I've been in the food science and technology, CDE, and the parliamentary procedure and creed speaking and floriculture. I'm currently in floriculture. We're going to go to national convention. So you learn all sorts of things about that. Each one is unique, and it just depends on what you're interested in. You can just about learn about anything.
So what is happening in this greenhouse?
Right now there's not a whole lot going on. In May, it was packed full of plants. Throughout the whole year, all these classes come out and they plant them and they weed them and they do all this stuff getting ready for our May plant sale. And so you just missed it, but it was really full, and right now it's kind of sparse and empty.
So being involved in FFA, has it inspired you to pursue any career?
I've definitely thought about it. I thought about going into plants, kind of a horticulture, or into animals. Our college and school classes, like plant propagation and animal science, they make you learn about it and they make you interested in it. So I looked into it. I'm not sure what path I'm going to take yet, but I definitely thought about it because of FFA.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And that's all we have in the FFA greenhouse. Back to you, Shelby.
Thanks, Maddie. Today on Laker News, we welcome Scott Burning, the new Athletic Activities Director. We also welcome 4 new teachers. Sarah Warren will be joining the English department. Nathan Brusky and Annette Heisted are 2 new special education instructors, and Christy Main will be the new art teacher. This year, we will be beginning the Ramp Up to Readiness program, which is a way to ensure that students begin to think and plan about their college and career pathways. For more information on this topic, please visit rampuptoreadiness.org. Chromebooks this year will be given out to grades 9 through 11. Seniors will be on a Bring Your Own Device program. Distribution of Chromebooks will be held on August 21st for juniors and any new students to the district. August 22nd will be for freshmen. If you are unable to make these dates, please visit the high school auditorium on August 29th. Open house for the high school will be held on August 28th from 4 to 8 p.m. New student orientation will be held at 6:30 p.m. in the auditorium. The fall sports meeting will be held on August 7th at 6:30 p.m. in the high school auditorium. Fall sports practice will begin on August 11th. For an update on the middle school, we head out to Madison Woolhouse, who is with the site superintendent.
Hi, I'm Madison Woolhouse, and I'm here with Jeb today, who's working with the Krauss Anderson Construction Company. So Jeb, where is this project at right now?
Right now, we're installing the footings and foundations for the building. Our hope is to get the building envelope, the outside walls, and the roof on before it gets too cold and too snowy.
How has the weather this year played a factor?
We've had some difficulties with the rain. It creates extra work to get rid of the water when it's on the ground on the job. We have to dig through it and drive through it, so there's extra work involved, but we're doing okay.
How big of a crew does it take to work on this project?
I would estimate that as the work develops and we're able to work inside as well as outside, our core crew will probably be about 50 men, and at times for special parts of the construction that we'll be doing, we could go up to 75 for short periods of time.
How will the construction affect this coming school year?
Well, there might be a little noise, but I think it will mostly be muted. We, as the construction company, will have to be very careful with our deliveries, trucks and equipment coming and going to make sure that we do not interfere with your operations.
Will there be limited access to parking during the school year?
Generally speaking, no. I would say that on occasion, one drive from your main drive into the parking lot might be blocked because of, again, a certain piece of equipment that we have to stage before we install it.
Can you tell us where a few things will be located?
I'd be happy to.
Where is the field house going to be?
The field house will be located against the new building, against the existing building towards the west side of the site. But that'll be the east side, not the west side.
And where are the entrances going to be?
The main entrance will be, again, next to the existing building, and it will be facing your current driveway that goes around at your current entrance.
Is this project still on track to be completed by the 2015 school year?
Yes, it is.
Thank you for your time, Jeb. Back to you, Shelby.
Thanks, Maddie. Another school year is fast approaching, and here at Howard Lake Waverly Winsted, we offer many different sports and activities. In the fall, we offer football, volleyball, both boys and girls cross country. In the winter, we have gymnastics, wrestling, and both boys and girls basketball. And in the spring, we offer softball, baseball, and both boys and girls track. Other activities include band, cheerleading, choir, 9th grade choir, girls choir, concert choir, quartet, ensemble, and trio, FFA, drama producing a fall musical, a spring play, and a one-act play, Knowledge Bowl, National Honor Society, prom committee, speech team, student council, and yearbook. New for this year, we are offering a broadcast and media club and hopefully an art club. Speaking of sports, our own Destin Buttruff is out at Memorial Park catching up with our local Orphans baseball team.
Thanks, Shelby. I'm here at the Memorial Park, where the Orphans are taking on the Huskies. Memorial Park in Howard Lake is the home stomping ground for the Orphans all year long. With a well-balanced team of the young, energetic enthusiasm combined with experienced, seasoned players, the Orphans have been stomping all over. What is one of your highlights from this season?
Our strength and mobility as a team to be top 5 in the state.
Have you gotten injured during the play?
I have. I slid in headfirst at home and broke my arm.
Ew. How long have you been on the team?
This is my 5th year.
What made you join?
One of my good friends from college played for the Orphans, so he invited me to come over and play with him.
Steve had a chance to show us his skills by chasing down a fly ball midway through the game. The Orphans jumped out to an early lead by bringing home 3 runs in the first inning, encouraged by their dedicated fan base. How long have you been supporting the Orphans?
Well, my son's been playing with them for 4 or 5 years, so I've been an avid fan for the last 4 or 5 years. But before that, I used to come to games occasionally. I like to support the different teams in the area, so it's fun.
All right, thank you for your time, and have fun watching the game.
You bet, thanks.
The Orphans' stats are impressive. With a record of 19-2, the Orphans are just half a game behind Maple Lake, who is 20-2. DC Uento and Delano round out the top 5 teams in the Central Class C. Batting is a factor to the Orphans' success, with 4 of the top 5 batters averaging .350 or better. Jason Mix leads the way with .386. Adam Cook is the Orphans' leading pitcher with 5 wins, 1 loss, and 41 strikeouts, and an earned run average of just 1.57. But it's not always about stats. What's your favorite part of watching the game?
Getting fly balls.
That wraps it up here at Memorial Park, where the Orphans successfully defeated the Huskies. Their next game will be this Friday here at Memorial Park. Back to you, Shelby.
I have done it again. I have been here many times before. Hurt myself again today. And the worst part is there's no one else to blame.
Thanks, Jordan, for that interesting piece on cyberbullying. Normally, we would have our community events segment, but because the Wright County Fair is coming up, the majority of the community is going to be involved with that. The Wright County Fair runs from July 30th to August 3rd. So if you get the opportunity, go check it out. There's going to be a lot of interesting events happening there. Well, that wraps up today's episode of Laker Nation, so stay tuned for weekly episodes starting shortly after the beginning of the school year.